Hello YouTube, this is Hunter Surge of the Brawler Cafe, bringing you another Tuesday Bakugan analysis. I realize all the time I've been calling it Tuesday analysis, but I really should be calling it Tuesday Bakugan analysis. But we're fixing that now, a month later. If you can't tell, I'm recording all 5 of these keyword videos all at once. It is currently December 24th. If something major changes, I'll just change that in editing. But basically, since I'm going down to Florida for a month, and since I'm going to be spending 2 weeks with the boys in Texas and Orlando for LEF, I want to have all these videos done before I leave so that I can just spend time with them, maybe make content and live streams with them, but I don't have to worry about making the content for you guys. Getting it all done before I leave, so it's all ready to go. With that said, let's talk about Rapid Fire. So, Rapid Fire is the new Pyrus-Darkus keyword, and what it does is every card with Rapid Fire basically has the effect that when you play this, the second Rapid Fire card you play each turn is free. So this is a mechanic that on its face would synergize very well with Fury because it's a mechanic that's helping you empty your hand faster. It's also obviously a very aggressive playstyle because you're eating away at your hand size like nothing else. So with that said, let's get into it. Alright, for dual faction cards that don't really relate to Rapid Fire, we have Raging Darkness, 3 energy, plus 10 damage. This is like not that far above curve. Like this is not that good. Not very good at all. And then Dark Rage, this is very important. 5 energy, minus 5 damage, and this turn the victor is decided by damage instead of B power. This is another Might Mac. It is of course also out of range of Blinding Ink. It is not increasing your damage by a whole lot, but this is giving the highest damage differential of any of the Might Mac cards, so it makes it the easiest to win with. Also, if you were like throwing in like say, if you're playing in the right sort of deck, this also activates Dupithion, Hail Suplex, Tuskguard because it is 5 energy. So that is nice to note. But that's it on that. Let's move on to Rapid Fire. So, with Rapid Fire, our first one is Mono Darkus, Shake and Break, 5 energy, doesn't matter, we're never playing it for that cost. You destroy a hero card and it has Rapid Fire. So, second Rapid Fire card you play this turn is free. So free hero removal. Hero removal is just not ubiquitous enough, especially in an aggressive deck like this, to be worth. So, can't really say that this is really something you should be putting in, to be honest. For our mono Pyrus keyword action, we have Pyrus Vortex. This is 3 energy, but you're playing it for free with Rapid Fire. And it's plus 5 damage. Just a damage booster, not really something that's going to be very useful to the deck. Now, Darkus Ashe. I talked about this way back in the Empower video, but this is very similar to Chaotic Flare in that it's an enabler card for the keyword that is a Fireball effect. So this is of course 1 energy, plus 3 damage, and it's a Rapid Fire card. So next Rapid Fire card you play is free. Being 1 energy makes it the best enabler for all the things in this archetype. So yeah, it's going to be a staple no matter what. And like since you're putting in Pyrus-Darkus, you're probably going to be rather Might Mac reliant. So a card like this that is giving you a Fireball effect is like actually rather nice for that sort of deck. Another potential enabler is the 2-cost Shadowflame. This gives plus Double Strike and plus Shadow Strike, and it's Rapid Fire. So next Rapid Fire card you play is free. Those effects are rather niche, but they can be useful. You don't want to invest too much on damage, but 2 energy is investing too much. And those are both keywords that can potentially be useful, especially if you're going up against, like, say, a boost deck, because a boost deck is going to be carrying both Nature's Power and Windstorm, both of which Shadow Strike is going to make you immune to. It also synergizes well with Helix cores, of course. So, like, say you're using Pyrus Vicerock's core, that with its Fury effect and on a plus 600 Helix is hitting 1600 B. However, it's going down to 2 damage. But with this, you would not only neutralize the Helix's damage reduction, however, you would also give it Double Strike, so it's dealing 10 damage on its own, which is rather nice. Rather nice synergy. That one's a bit hard to fit in decks, though. For our monocolor hero for this archetype, we have Dragonoid Skater Supreme. rapid fire effect, of course, and it also has the fact that the third rapid fire card you play is free. Now, this card, it has a lot of hype behind it, but it's not that good right now. The problem with it is that there are not enough rapid fire cards right now, especially B-power boosting rapid fire cards, to make it its own deck. Right now, it has to function as a supporting deck, a supporting keyword to Fury, and not its own thing. Dragonoid Scary Supreme is a card that really requires you to be able to play multiple rapid fire cards every single turn. And if you're not able to do that, then this card is just not that useful. And like Shadowflame is honestly more useful if you're not able to do that. Milius Troublemaker is the dual faction hero. This is not very good. 3 energy, rapid fire, and +2 damage to your Bakugan attacks. This is basically the same thing as China Riot, except it's the same thing as China Riot, except different ways of enabling them. It's not very good though. It's not helping you with Might Max, so it's not worth it. This is the best keyword gear that came out. This is Twilight Axis. It's also the lowest rarity one because they decided to give the awesome rare one to the Pseudo Fury one. But this is Twilight Axis, 4 energy, rapid fire, and it gives +300B and +3 damage. So, 2 things. 1, this becomes free with rapid fire. This is one of the only B-power boosting rapid fire effects that exist. So it's very, very nice for that aspect. The other part is when you're putting rapid fire as a supporting engine into Fury, you don't have space for that many rapid fire cards, like 3 or 4 tops. So the important thing to note about Twilight Axis is that beyond just playing it for free off of rapid fire being good, the other thing that's really good about it is that it's only 2 energy when you play it off a gear cost reducing core. Which means that it's like at a low enough cost that it's good for enabling other rapid fire cards, particularly Darkus Maximus Milius, which we are going to talk about next. So Darkus Maximus Milius, this is 8 energy, 1400B, 7 damage, rapid fire, and at the end of the turn, if you played this for free this turn, it's bounced back to hand. So this comes with a 405 Shield and Flaming Fist base form, which, while not that impressive, is better than Darkus Hydra's Ultra, because you're not winning off of B with Hydra's Ultra anyways nowadays. You need to do it with Might Mac, and Nilius base form has more damage than Hydra's Ultra does. And comes with a Flaming Fist. And then you get this really strong rapid fire Evo that you can play out off of your gear or off of your Darkus Ashe. And it comes down and it's like 1800B on the shield, or it's 13 damage on the Flaming Fist. And especially if you can drop this down turn 1, it's going to be very, very difficult for most decks to be able to deal with this. So because of that, this is very, very potentially strong. Very much worth noting, and is absolutely the reason why rapid fire as a supporting deck, as a supporting engine to Fury, is a thing. Now the one problem with that is, of course, it returns to hand, which that isn't a problem like a dedicated rapid fire deck, which isn't really viable right now. But as a support for Fury, that can present problems because you won't necessarily be able to put it down each turn, and if you need to do a Fury effect, well, that's going to be getting in your way. However, as I've already established, Nilius is winning on Might Mac better than your current Bakugan. So just charging it away and being on base Nilius isn't so bad for that deck. It's better than what they currently have anyways. Now for other rapid fire evos, these are really hard to judge right now because we don't know their base forms.
Alright, this is Hunter Surge of the current day interjecting now because, hey, we do know the character cards for both of these Bakugan now. So this section was going to be talking about Darkus Hydra's Ultra and Pyrus-Darkus Ultra because both of them have evos that go, hey, play me for free because I'm a rapid fire card. We have gotten the character cards for these now, and they are both really bad. So in both cases, we are looking at Shield and Fists for their Baku cores, which is obviously not ideal, nothing spectacular in any direction. Pegatrix Ultra has a base form of 800, but what we really wanted out of it was some good cores to make this Evo hit 1550. Darkus Hydros Ultra was almost guaranteed to be trash because 700B on an Evo, even if that one's coming out for free, is not going to be good. But Hyper Pegatrix Ultra had a bit of potential because 1550 on a Magic Shield on a free Evo could be not the worst thing in the world. That could have been pretty decent. But I got Shield Fest. And it's only, we now know that it's only gaining 100B on that Evo, so it's just not good. These are really bad. Don't buy them. The 4-packs are all trash. Avoid them like the plague. Additional addendum, because I just realized that I actually forgot to talk about this in the original video. So let's talk about Pyrus Maximus Dragonoid Ultra. It's not good. 6 cost Evo for, what is it, like 700 B gain? It goes from 900 to 1600. That's not good. And like, while the victor timing of the rapid fire from your discard is fine because most of the rapid fire cards are getting you damage, so you're able to get additional damage, that's not that useful of an effect. So it's not very good. If there are more like good heroes or good evos or gears that I can bring into play later, then maybe we can look at this again, because it is a Bakugan that comes on a base form that is quite solid. 900B is the highest B we have. You can steal cores to get up to 1550 or grab a magic shield from one of your other Bakugan. So it's a Bakugan that's base form has potential, but this Evo is not good and is not the sort of thing that Rapid Fire really needs. It's freaking 6 cost, man. Like, that is so antithetical to the sort of archetype that Rapid Fire is trying to be. So yeah, that one's not good.
The point is, the good rapid fire cards right now are Maximus Milius, Darkus Ashe, and Twilight Axes. 2 of those can be used as enablers because they come out really low cost, and 2 of those are also payoffs. Shadowflame is decent, and Dragonoid Skater Supreme will be good in the future if enough B power boosting rapid fire cards are printed so that a dedicated rapid fire deck can be made. Until then, Dragonoid is pretty lackluster, but it has high potential for the future. With that said, that is all of the keywords. I'm actually not sure what my next video will be because I will be back in Canada by the time this has happened. I'll have had plenty of time to think about where I want to go with these Tuesday analyses next. So with that said, look forward to that. And this is Henry Shirt, signing off.